Hey Google, what's the weather in Los Angeles today?
Today in Los Angeles, it'll be sunny, with a forecasted high of 77 and a low of 58. Right now it's 69 degrees and sunny.
You mad, bro? You should be. Welcome to Man Cave Media. Today we are checking out a replacement for my Google Home. I have the original Google Home speaker, the one that's kind of like shaped like a weird teardrop. It's about yay big. And it has served me well, but I kind of got tired of bringing in my other Bluetooth speaker when I want to listen to music at a higher volume because, you know, the limitations of a speaker that small. It can only get so loud. It does sound pretty good for its size, but I just wanted something that, had a little more punch. And I didn't want to go back to like a full on component audio system in my living room because we're kind of short on space. And my wife doesn't like fiddling around with stuff like that. So I didn't want to go that route. So I decided to go with the JBL Authentic 500 speaker. Now, when this thing released, I believe it released last year, it had a hefty price tag, dude. Like, it was overpriced for most people's opinions, but it has since come down a lot. And I got this for a killer deal on Woot. If you're not familiar with Woot, they are owned by Amazon, and it's basically just a deal website, and they send you random emails with stuff that they have on sale and different campaigns that are going on. And I got this on Woot for an excellent price. It's no longer available, so I'm not even going to mention what I paid for it. But right now, if you go to Amazon's website, you can get this for $489, which retail $489 is a lot. But retail for this thing was $700, $699, which is wow, right? So $489 is a steal. So if you are interested in a speaker like this, or this one specifically, for its like retro styling, which is what drew me in, head on over to Amazon right now. It is on sale. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyhow, that being said, let's get it out of the box. I apologize. This box is massive, so it's not going to go well. Longtime subscribers of my channel, you know that my rig isn't really set up for something this big, but I will do my best. So I'm actually getting quite a bit of the box in frame, but let's see how long I could keep it on the table. Eventually, I'm going to have to move it to the ground, I think, to get it out of the box. Come on. All right, yeah. Going to the ground really quick. Stand by. There's a good shot of the top. This is a gorgeous speaker. I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. That's partly what drew me in, was the styling of this speaker. It's styled for the 70s. It's meant to mimic another speaker that JBL had in the 70s. I don't remember the model off the top of my head. But it was a very successful speaker that they had back in the 70s, and this is meant to mimic that. And so that's why the 70s styling. All right, set the speaker to the side for a moment. The other thing that comes in the box is, I'm guessing this is just going to be the power cord, judging by the graphic there on top. I'm not expecting JBL to give me anything else. Yep, there's said power cord. That's probably just paperwork. That's all I see in there. Let's see, what do we got? Yep. Just a owner's manual. Cool story. So this is just a very standard power cable. That is what you get. So looking at the speaker really quick, I got lots of nice close-ups of this thing. It's got this leather surround that goes all the way down the sides and over the top. Very nice design. Before deciding on this speaker, I was actually looking at the Marshall lineup, but this speaker is a lot more feature-rich. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with this. On the top here, we have a play button that's also the volume button. We have a Bluetooth button. The heart button, I'll get more into that in a moment. This pertains to the JBL app. And then we have the treble button and the bass button. On the front, which is arguably the star of the show as far as like styling goes, you have this retro kind of 70s vibe with the grill and with the brass surround. It's just a very, very nice looking speaker. And then the grill pops off. I'm not sure how to do that, and I don't want to damage it. So oh, there we go. Yeah, it just pops straight out. I'm going to be gentle here. I don't want to break my new toy. Yep, just pops straight out like a standard speaker grill. So underneath we have tweeter that's multi-directional. There's more than one. Oh yeah, there's three tweeters, multi-directional, 3 mids, and then underneath on the bottom here, you have a 6-inch subwoofer. This is not a passive radiator. This is a subwoofer. So I'm excited for how that's going to sound. The grill just pops on and off with these tabs here, just like a regular speaker grill. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on because I don't want to damage anything. I'm not going to have this set up without the grill ever because for me personally, the grill is part of what I love about this thing. I love this design. So let's look at the back really quick. There's the back of the speaker. We have Ethernet. We have a 3.5 millimeter jack, USB-C, and then the power cable. What I like about this and what I know my wife is going to appreciate is it has the option to mute the microphone. So if you don't want the smart features enabled, if you want to mute Google Home or Alexa, you can turn off the mic and it will mute those features. Does it really? Like, is it still listening? That's up for you to decide. Go down that YouTube rabbit hole if you'd like. But I believe that if it's muted, it's muted. But anyways, even though there's videos of people out there with their mic muted, talking to Google and Google responding with your mic is muted. Come on, bro. Anyways. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and get it plugged in. And I will set up the app really quick. And we'll give it a sound test. I'm really excited to hear how this thing sounds. Again, this is not a sound comparison for the Google Home I'm replacing because it's like not even in the same ballpark. It's not even in the parking lot of the ballpark when comparing audio quality from a tiny speaker, to this massive thing. So that's not what this video is about. This is just me upgrading my current setup, mostly because my wife has a lot of music on her phone and she prefers a hardline connection, this is easier to do. It's got a USB-C port. And she, like I said, would appreciate the ability to mute the Google Home functions. And this having a physical mute button, I know she will appreciate. So it is plugged in. And it's already doing stuff. Let me launch the app. I can't launch the app. I'm using my phone. All right, I'm going to go into the JBL app. So just for context, another thing that led me to choose JBL was I already have this guy. And this is a great sounding speaker also, by the way. And I love that it's waterproof. And currently, when I want to listen to music louder, I've been bringing this guy into my house, and that is not ideal for me. So that is the other thing that led me to this decision. But what's cool is when we have birthday parties or any other party for that matter, I can sync those two up. That Bluetooth JBL speaker with this one, I can sync them up in the app, and they will play whatever music I want to play simultaneously. So I can have that one outdoors like it's meant to be, this one in the house, and they're synced up. You can do that all through the JBL app. It discovered the speaker right away. You heard the little chime it made. Right now it's going through its little spiel, telling you about the heart button. Oh, actually, it wants you to press the heart button to continue. My bad. Right now it is connecting itself to the Wi-Fi. Now, really quick, the heart button on the top, this has this speaker is app enabled, and it does connect with Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music and the like, Google Music, of course. And you can create a playlist within the JBL app that is like your favorites. And when you press that heart button, it'll automatically start playing that playlist, which I think is cool. So I'll probably set up that heart button for the kid-friendly music that we play during birthday parties and such. That's mostly what goes on at my house. I have 3 small children. So that'll probably be what I set up on the heart button. It'll probably be, the Kids Bop playlist, more than likely, because that's, probably when this will be used the most. The other times, like when we have game night with friends and such, I'll just stream through the phone. But right now it says it is connecting to the speaker. Please wait. I will wait. I do as the app commands. Did not like the Wi-Fi. Try again. I do have kind of a weak signal back here. Oh, second time was the charm. It's checking for software updates right now. While it's doing that, let's get into some of the specs here. Yep, there is an update straight out of the box, so it is doing that. It's actually going rather quickly. It's already at 60%. So on the spec sheet, it does support Dolby 3.1 and Dolby Atmos, which is pretty cool. The total speaker output is 270 watts. As I mentioned in the unboxing, we have 3 25 millimeter aluminum dome tweeters, 3 2.75 inch mid-range, and it's a 6.5. I said 6 inch, my bad. 6.5 inch subwoofer. It has a built-in Wi-Fi. Like I mentioned all this in the unboxing. Built-in Wi-Fi, 3.5 millimeter audio jack, Bluetooth. It's controlled via the JBL One app. It also has a USB-C port. Voice assistant integration. It will do Alexa and Google Home simultaneously, which is cool. I don't use Alexa personally, but I know a lot of people use both. But the Google Home feature is what I'm going to be using. And it does support 3D Dolby Atmos. So size-wise, it is very substantial. It is a little over 17 inches by 9 inches by 10 inches tall. And it does weigh a little over 17 pounds. So it is a substantial device. And update is done. So right now it's asking me to set up the Google Assistant. If anybody's curious, if you've never gone through that before, you just go into the Google Home app and it searches for the device automatically. And it finds it pretty quickly. It'll play that little sound and it'll ask you if you heard it. You just say yes. Help improve, no thank you. Spotify is already linked. Wants me to turn on the microphone. It noticed that it was off. Dining room speaker is ready. Continue. So let's go back to the JBL app. Let's go in here and let's in-app music. So this is interesting. Within the JBL app, Spotify is not currently listed. That is not cool. Not cool at all. But fear not. I'm sure I can shoot music to it. Oh, yeah. So hold on. Woo, 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 woo. You didn't hear that. Let me look for some royalty-free music to play. You didn't hear any of that, okay? All right. So audio check. Oh my. This thing hits, man. So let's play. Oh, I like that. On the buttons, here, let's turn it down a little bit. So you see on the volume knob, that LED? That tells you when it's going higher or lower. And it's got the same on the treble and bass. Higher and lower. Let's put the bass about halfway. Let's put the treble all the way up. And more beautiful sound check. Oh, I like that. Oh, that sounds so nice. All right, so there you have it, the JBL Authentic 500. The speaker sounds amazing just here on my bench. I know once I get it into my house and I do the configuration, it's got built-in like speaker correction for the room, or room correction, I guess is what they call it. Once I get it in there and I get it set up, I know it's going to sound even better. My space is kind of not meant for something like this, so once I get it in the house and get it set up, it's going to sound even better. But so far, I love it. I love the way it looks. It sounds amazing. I love the LEDs on the buttons. App integration, I'm a little disappointed about the Spotify thing. So if you were looking at this speaker and you use Spotify, you cannot use Spotify within the JBL app currently. At least, I mean, I just tried it right now on my phone and it wasn't working. So I don't know if that's a licensing thing with JBL or if it's a limitation of their app and they're working on it. I'm not sure. I will reach out to JBL, and if I get an update, I will post a short and link it to this video, letting you guys know what they tell me through JBL customer support. But that is a little bit disappointing. Of course, you can connect to it within the Spotify app and just send music to the speaker that way. But I was really looking forward to building the favorite button playlist for my kids' birthday parties. I guess I have 6 months to figure that part out. But right now, that's the only thing that disappoints me about this speaker is the fact that Spotify is not integrated in the JBL app. Other than that, great speaker, sounds great, looks great. I'm very excited. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you again for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and help feed that algorithm. I hope you have a great afternoon, and like always, thank you for watching.